all in Ibom wanted was a job, and she ended losing her life because of the criminals that parade this country.
Why is he angry?
So we did a court for you.
I'm going to spend it more. I didn't bring any other image. Good morning, sir.
No, hold on now. Hold on, please.
For a period of 9 months, and it was a very complicated trial, but the judge was able to take time out, try the case on a day-to-day basis, and at the end of the day, we have a judgment that shows that the justice system works, and we are very happy at the outcome of the case.
So what is the next step now?
Well, for the first defendant, as you can see, it's led into custody. The second and third defendants have been discharged and acquitted, and we intend, on behalf of the state, to analyze that aspect of the judgment and take a decision on the next step in that regard.
Any ground for appeal?
Well, we can't say that now, but like I say, we would go and analyze the judgment and see if there's any ground. We thank the judge for the industry and diligence he has shown, and he did a great job. And but all the same, we'll analyze that aspect of it and take a decision.
The convicts just attempted to escape from the courtroom.
Well, I don't think it's something to be surprised about. This young man committed some very grievous offenses and very gruesome offenses. And if you follow the facts of the case, you would not put it past him to do something drastic and do something as bad as he attempted to do here. And I think the security officials were very, very attentive, and that's why they were able to overcome him and put him up. But let me not stop without commending the Nigerian police force and the officers of the DSS for the very diligent prosecution investigation that they carried out in this case. They did such great jobs. And so many times we have these gentlemen vilified, sometimes by members of the public, particularly in the social media. You hear all kinds of stories about complicities among the investigators. But if you listen to that judgment, you would know that without the diligence of the police and the officers of the DSS, the evidence that we had on behalf of the state to prosecute and bring about the conviction would not have been possible. I'd also like to thank the very diligent staff of the Ministry of Justice, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Solicitor General. They did a fantastic job. And you would not realize this. But for those of us who were involved, we know what those gentlemen and ladies put up. So I'd like to commend them.
And what of the court? This matter is only 8 months in court. The backdrop of so many
well, you see, the administration of criminal justice these days is run in a manner that not only at the end of the day do we see that justice is done, we also will see that it's done in a timely fashion, because it is said that justice delayed is justice denied. And so his lordship really worked tirelessly over the period. It doesn't happen that often, and we are hoping that this is a move towards having this as a template for criminal prosecution. The trial started on the 4th of November and ended on the 4th of, judgment came on the 4th of August. It's simply brilliant, and we thank the court for that.
So the Ibom of Modern cannot be brought back to life. The Ibom of Modern cannot be brought back to life. But what is the message from the Attorney General to the family of the deceased?
Well, you see, normally when you get a judgment and you get a conviction, you always say, oh, justice has been done. But that is not really true. Because like you have pointed out, Ibom has not been brought back to life. All Ibom wanted was a job. And she ended losing her life because of the criminals that parade this country. It is so sad. And I'd like to actually extend my thanks to the family of Ibom, particularly her sister, who was one of the witnesses here. It was because of her bravery and tenacity that she was able to get the police to help the police in tracking a lot of the moves that the accused person or the convicted person made. It's so sad, but I just hope that this conviction will bring a measure of closure to the family, and that the life of Ibom will be a blessing to all of us.
So most times we have the state governors in Nigeria not signing death warrants. So in this case, what would be advice as the chief of service?
Well, it's a complicated situation. Now, I think one of the things that we might need to canvass is an amendment to the law to change the mode of convictions. In Nigerian law, the only way a convicted murderer can be executed is by hanging. If you listen to the judge, when he pronounced the sentence, he said that you'll be taken away and hung by the neck until you die. So that's the only way that Ibom can be executed. Unfortunately, there are not many hangmen in Nigeria anymore. And I think if we change the law to have other modes of execution, in the United States, you can be executed by hanging, you can be executed by lethal injection, you can be executed on the electric chair. So that in those cases, you are able to apply modes of execution where you don't have hangmen. Now we have on death row quite a few convicted murderers awaiting the hangman, but so far, I think we need to review the law and see how we can create other modes of execution.
So finally, violent crime is so rampant in our society today. Uduak Akpan is 21 years old. What could be responsible for the rate of violent crime among young people in Nigeria?
I think it boils down to the state of morality of our young people, and we must start from the parents. I don't think we should start from these young people. We start from the parents. You find out today that the parents don't bring up the kids the way it was done in my time, for instance. To have a child like Ibom in the house without knowing what he's capable of doing, I think it's an indictment on the parents. And if we need a new Uduak, we need to have the parents to be more attentive in the upbringing of the children and create moral boundaries that you make sure your children don't go beyond. See how unrepentant this convict has been all through the trial. All the evidence is analyzed to his hearing and everything. And the moment he was convicted, he was asked to say something. He says, I'm not guilty. Then he says, oh, the country is full of kidnappers, they are not arrested. So it's like he has set a moral standard for himself which supports the kind of activities that he is involved in. Unfortunately, Uduak is not the only one. Uduak is like a metaphor within the youth of this country, at the universities, and all the cult groups. These are the things that bring society down to this level. And it's my prayer that somehow we can find it.
All right, so and the matter be that we still there, the State Judiciary High Court here for you, where the matter between Uduak and of course let Miss Ibom wey bin don die has been settled by the judge finally today. But we have the elder brother of late Ibom wey bin die last year. Sabeg, introduce yourself, give us Sabeg.
I be Okemo More, the elder brother to Ibom More. They been killed last year.
Okay, so today many people say justice has been served. Wetin you get to talk about this matter now where finally Uduak Frank Akpan has been sentenced to death by hanging. How this judgment make you feel today?
Wetin I see be say I be not to believe say we still have justice for common people wey be like us. Thank God say we are happy today. All our hope been lost. Say they go just do mako for this thing. After you don't kill my sister, they don't see right and left. You don't get anybody. Because he come up and down, he come court today. Another has been sentenced today. Say make him die on anger. All of us we dey happy because you don't fit kill my sister like that. They go there like that and you go cover them. Thank God say justice don't happen today and everybody don't see people as they happy. Say they don't kill her. And my sister comes, as in they don't bear and feel now. Him go find, him don't see justice. And we I said because they relax say my sister don't find justice pata at the end of the day.
Okay, so now where this matter don't set now, wetin be the next step? Because I know say you, your sister, if your and the other people been really dey fight, say make justice take place. Now where justice don't take place, wetin be the next step? What would be your advice or anything where you get to talk about this matter?
Well, if you be like say where we come from, you know, say God is everything. People wey no get fear of God, and they do that kind of thing when they do. As that my sister go find job, go die. They come bury am. Now even if you are attending work now, because I don't want this kind of thing make it happen again for us or for anybody. I don't even wish anybody for this country make him pass through what we will pass through. If at least if government say okay, as it don't happen now, they don't give their family justice. Pata. Make them find the sister. Where they for that family, when no get job, find they give them job. At least it's possible. Our government will be there, so if you give us job, if you give that my sister, if your job, like that man where my sister die, he complete and go give work. Like I'm not here, they work now. We wait this so now. The government come visit us, come give us work, make it have some people engage us. Our family people where they don't finish school, and because of say we don't get people who get help us for right time, they make us, I make our sister come and say, make him go find that work before you go NYSC and he come die. I pray say make government come look, see if I made them find us work job,
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Now, the elder brother to late Miss Inubo Omorin be that Ukeme, we don't talk in mind today. He say justice, as they don't save him today for court. He's sweet and well. He also sweet members of the family.
The governor of Bible said, he don't try. He don't stand by us. He gave us in word that time where my sister died. Said he's going to stand by us and take the matter to the end. He don't stand with us. Finally, we don't need justice. We're happy. We say, may God bless you, Emmanuel. May God bless the sister. Where we say, come carry project come from Bible. Say, na fair rape. Say, to fight against rape and murder. And true, he don't fight them. I say, may God bless Her Excellency, the wife of the governor. May God bless him. Bless your husband. Bless the government of our Bible State for making this thing happen. And we come there happy. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So now the matter be that the lawyers wey been handle this matter don't talk to us, and of course now the judge who don't give the final judgment for this case. He say make the accused wey be Uduak Frank Akpan make they hang am for neck, so they don't sentence am to death as we speak. But for the father and the sister, the court don't discharge them. The father of the accused and the sister of the accused, the court don't discharge them, don't acquit them. So the prison officers don't carry them come out. As you see now, plenty family members still there here. Plenty friends from University of Uyo. No forget say Uduak or Min in Ibom Umoren, now graduate of philosophy for University of Uyo, who been they wait for NYSC call up and then at the same time go look for a job, but as she go find a work, unfortunately she no come back again. So the come here say she buy, and that matter done there since last year till now, about 15 months since Miss Newborn die, and of course it don't take up to 462 days from the day where she died on the 29th of April 2021 to today, will be 4th of August, where the judgment don't finally come, and the judgment from the presiding judge, Justice Basin Kanang, now say make the prison officers carry Uduak Frank Achibong go hang by neck. So now the matter be that right here.